Groupies. If you've ever been a successful musician, you've probably experienced one. So today, we're going to be looking at the most notorious groupies in hip hop and see the stories that made them legends. But first, we need to define what a groupie is, because like every other word in human history, it tends to get lost in translation or lose meaning. You know what I mean. Google says a groupie is a person, especially a young woman who regularly follows a pop music group or other celebrity in hopes of meeting them or getting to know them. But if we're being honest, we know that getting to know them can sometimes lead to explicit acts. But with that being said, we can start with our first groupie on the list. Born in Portland, Oregon on January 31st, 1984, Dolicia Bryan got her roots in the entertainment industry, appearing in her first two films, the first being See Dick Run and the second being Doughboys. But aside from her short-lived acting career, she was a notorious hip-hop video vixen in the early 2000s, appearing in music videos such as Willie North Pole's #1 side chick, Raheem DeVaugh's song Woman, and Bow Wow and Omarion's song Girlfriend, just to name a few. Along with dating Bow Wow and Jamie Foxx, what really cemented her status as a groupie legend was her relationship with none other than the Canadian sex god BBL bandit Drake, where she was supposedly cheating on her at the time partner Hill Harper with the Canadian rapper. But they later officially made their relationship public in 2011, where someone in Dolicia's team commented to the YBF that yes, Drake and Dolicia are dating. They're both in LA right now, spending the holidays together. But in January of 2012, the couple apparently split up. And I'm not making this up when I say this, because she didn't like Drake's colored contacts. I swear you can't make this shit up.
Dolicia! Where are you, Dolicia? What do you think, Dolicia? What do you think about my contacts? Dolicia, no!
But it didn't end there. In 2014, Tiger hires Dolicia for his new music video Make It Work to get back at the Canadian rapper and to really hurt him in their beef at the time. But yeah, that's how Dolicia Bryan cemented herself as a hip-hop groupie legend. But don't worry, she's kind of light work compared to the next person on our list. The next music lover, see what I did there? Music lover. is actually a tragic story in disguise. But this person was a name that you couldn't escape in 2010's hip-hop. Our next legend needs no introduction, and that's Kat Stacks. Real name, Andrea Herrera. I'm trying, y'all. I really am. Born in Venezuela and leaving at the age of 9 for a better life, she grew up in Miami till she was 14. Unfortunately for Kat, a better life was not what awaited her, as she was pimped out and groomed at a young age. She says she met the pimp in Miami and he was a cross-country pimp from New York, and that he just walked up to her and started talking to her, and it all basically began from there.
He was a cross-country pimp. For those who don't know what that is them pimps that go from state to state looking for new girls to work for them.
Really?
So he came from New York to look for girls in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of the girls walking around in the neighborhood.
You were just walking around?
Mm-hmm.
And how'd this guy solicit you?
He just came up to me and started talking to me. I don't remember what he said.
At the time, she had no idea what a pimp was. But meeting this man kind of changed her life forever. From robbing guys in Miami to being extorted by her pimp in New York, Kat Stacks was oblivious to the situation around her. But her legacy in hip-hop really began with Jenna Shea, who she met through a mutual friend in 2008. And this is where she would get her first wave of attention, as Jenna Shea would provoke Kat to include herself into any beefs or disagreements that Jenna was having at the time.
No, then I met Jenna Shea, who you interviewed.
Ah, yes, Jenna Shea. Okay.
And started all the BS.
How did you meet her?
My best friend was friends with her.
Okay.
And she introduced me to her.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of like an accident. Every time she was beefing with someone online, she like told me to curse them out. And that's how it started. It was just mixy. And it was because of her that I got followers and all that stuff.
Right.
And I was just bored at home with her ankle bracelet.
And involving herself in these beefs led to her first surge of followers. But her first entanglement in hip-hop was with Bow Wow, but she really got notorious for exposing Soulja Boy. And for those of you who don't know or have never seen the World Star video from 14 years ago, Kat Stacks is in a hotel room in a bathrobe, and she goes to expose Soulja Boy, claiming he's in the other room and that he's a cokehead, and then proceeds to show the coke. And sorry that I can't show you a lot of this, because it's YouTube after all.
What up, y'all? This Cat Sticks, bitch. Can't really speak loud right now because Soulja Boy's in the show. Anyway, though, I'm over here at the motherfucking hotel at the Intercontinental in Buckhead, Atlanta, right across the street from Soulja Boy condo. Anyway, though, so I've been here kicking it with this motherfucker. Yo, this motherfucker's a motherfucking cokehead, yo. This nigga's been motherfucking doing dope all motherfucking day, yo. That's why nigga can't fuck me right. Fucked this nigga 3 times. The first 2 times it came 5 seconds. The third time couldn't get hard, and the nigga still came. This nigga's a motherfucking cokehead, yo. Hey, yo, check this out, yo. Look at this shit, man. This nigga's a motherfucking cokehead, yo. It's funny as hell. Don't joke the salt, motherfucker.
But she later comes out in multiple interviews to say the whole thing was faked and staged for publicity. Okay, so it turns out the tirade that Kat went on that made her so notorious back in her prime was all a plot between the owner of World Star Hip Hop and Jenna Shea to get back at the rappers who quote unquote dogged out Jenna and bullied the World Star page owner Q, as apparently rappers just didn't like him. This included Nelly, Bow Wow, Lil Wayne, and really the entire Cash Money, and also randomly Jim Jones. I don't know the story behind that one. But out of all these people on Jenna Shea's revenge list, Kat Stacks only ever had real relations with one of them, which was Bow Wow. But this didn't last long as she started to get clingy and the rapper just didn't like that. But with all this being said, one could ask, why? Why was Kat Stacks so loyal to the people manipulating her? Well, for the case of Jenna Shea, they eventually fell out with each other as Kat didn't feel it necessary to keep her in her life. But as for Q, the owner of World Star, not only was he paying Kat for these antics of exposing rappers with fake rumors, when Kat was facing deportation, as you know she's Venezuelan, he was there for her like family. But eventually their relationship would also sour, and they would just end up going their separate ways. So yeah, that's the story of Kat Stacks. A groupie legend who wasn't really a groupie, rather a victim of sex trafficking and industry manipulation. Next on our list is a name even Jay-Z himself fears. A groupie so goated, she earned the nickname Superhead. That's crazy. Kareen Steffens, also known as Superhead, but now goes by Elizabeth Ovsing, but I'll explain why that is later. Born in the St. Thomas Virgin Islands and moving to Florida when she was 10 years old, she grew up in poverty and facing abuse from her mother, who was an alcoholic, to being essayed at 13. She eventually became fed up and ran away. Working as an exotic dancer to make ends meet, she still ended up homeless for a month before she met rapper Kool G Rap, and they moved in together when she was 17. Kinda random, but not random at all. He was 27 and she was 17. No disrespect to Kool G Rap, but like, it's kind of weird, gang. They ended up having a son together, but there was quickly trouble in paradise as she had to run away from home once again to Los Angeles, California, due to physical abuse from Kool G Rap himself that landed her in the hospital room. But despite her relationship souring, the connection she gained from the rapper is what will lead her to her future legacy as a groupie legend. These connections led her to become a video vixen, appearing in music videos such as Jay-Z's Hey Poppy, R. Kelly's Feeling On, and LL Cool J's Fatty Girl. But on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2006, she came out and said that she let herself be sexually exploited in order to obtain work in said music videos. But along with appearing in magazine shoots, she also appeared in a movie called A Man Apart starring Vin Diesel. And believe it or not, she also had a short-lived rap career on a mixtape called Freaky Flows, with her voice being the intro and the epilogue. But what really put her in the starlight was her books. With now a total of 7 books, the one that really got everybody's attention was Confessions of a Video Vixen, where she exposed the PP size of every rapper she had been with. And this is from Jay-Z to Nas to Busta Rhymes, just to name a few. Not only did that book make it on the New York Times bestseller list, but it stayed there for 20 weeks straight, peaking at number 5. But now, Kareen kind of regrets her past and wants everybody to forget about it, which led her to change her name from Kareen Steffens to Elizabeth Ovsing. But the strangest part of it all is that she dedicated that book, Confessions of a Video Vixen, to her son, which in my personal opinion is strange, but Next on our list is a name that you are probably a little bit more familiar with, and that name is Amber Rose. Born on October 21st, 1983, Amber Rose started out as a video vixen, first appearing in the Young Jeezy video for the song Put On, where she met Kanye West, who was featured on the song. And believe it or not, on the set of this music video, it kind of sparked a relationship between Kanye and Amber, which led them to enter a relationship together in 2008. And feeling the sparks of love, Kanye gave Amber opportunity, which led to her being a model for Louis Vuitton. And after signing a modeling contract, she continued adding on to her video vixen portfolio, appearing in videos such as Ludacris, What Them Girls Like, Nicki Minaj, Massive Attack, and notably, for us new gen babies like me, she was also seen in Future's song Mask Off, which only brought her more infamy. But her and Kanye will later break up in 2010. Fast forward to 2013, she will marry Wiz Khalifa, but they will file for divorce a year later after having a child together. During this time though, she would also start expanding past her video vixen box and appear on shows such as Russell Simmons' Running Russell, becoming a guest judge for season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and a judge on season 2 of Master of the Mix. And in November of 2011, she became a spokesperson for Smirnoff, appearing in ads for the new flavored whipped cream and fluff marshmallow. And lastly, even getting on Dancing with the Stars. But it doesn't end there. While dating her at the time fiance, she dropped a song featuring her fiance Wiz Khalifa, followed by a second single titled Loaded. The following month, she then rapped on the 11th track of Khalifa's album titled Rise Above, along with rappers Tukey Carter and Pharrell Williams. And get this, she was managed by Letitia Tish Cyrus, that's a mouthful, the mother of singer Miley Cyrus, who was a close friend of the married couple. She's also known for dating Machine Gun Kelly, 21 Savage, and the music executive named Alexander Edwards, who she also had a child with. Side note, I'm pretty sure the breakup between Amber and 21 was the reason why we got hood classics such as Ball Without You, so thank you Amber Rose. Anyways, it's safe to say, out of everyone on this list, she's definitely the most successful, without having to do nearly as much as our next entry. Rappers fear her, some just think it's best to flat out ignore her. You'd hate to know her, it's Selena Powell. Selena Powell is one of, if not the most evil groupies on this list. And I say evil being dramatic. She's not only a rap groupie, but an entertainment groupie in general. The whole industry kind of avoids her like the plague. And if you think I'm being dramatic, I am. I'm also really not.
People that just like,
you know who has bad people who have bad blood with me never met me. Like Meek Mill is a weird ass person. Like he kicks me out of his section. I'm like, I don't even fucking know you. Who else was scared? Like, just random men that I never had anything to do with. Be scared. But the people who I have exposed and who I have fucked around with, they don't care.
Born June 13th, 1995 in Denver, Colorado, attending Wheat Ridge High School, with no actual records of her rise in the industry, she herself said it started with DJ Drama, inviting her out to a tour with Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose. And from there, she would run into more celebrities until she met her first victim, DJ Academics. And unlike everyone on this list who either got their beginnings by being essayed or trafficked, Selena was doing this for the love of the game. No, this girl was really doing it for the love of the game. I'm not even gonna lie. In fact, she loved the game so much that she would gain a nickname in the industry named Black Widow. And this mindset will lead her to run through almost the whole industry. And I mean the whole industry. From Kid Boo to G Herbo to 6ix9ine to Academics. But she doesn't only get with these people, she exposes them. One of them being Offset back in 2017. Selena Powell, with the help of DJ Academics, spread the rumors of being pregnant by Offset. And at the time, this was big news due to Offset still being with Cardi B, and also due to Cardi B also being pregnant at the same time. And while Selena Powell and Offset did actually hook up, he never got her pregnant. She was on birth control. And she herself has said that she uses the birth control to lie and control rappers to get what she wants, or get what she calls hush money. Another victim of Selena was Chicago rapper G Herbo, who she gave fellatio to and then went to go see a show that Herbo was performing in. After the show, she got sent back to the hotel that Herbo was staying at, but she got directed to Herbo's room unattended. With all his personal belongings and items being unprotected, she said she ran off with most of his stuff.
G Herbo. So anyway, he was like, yo, like, I don't give a fuck if you're on your period, like, suck my dick. And I was like, okay. And so he sucked his dick. Anyway, so we got done doing that. And then I went to the show and some shit happened. Like a girl didn't like me or whatever, and she was with his friend, and she like tried to like run down on me and stuff. And like he was like, just go to the hotel. Like I don't have time for your drama shit. And I was like, all right. So I went to the hotel, and it was his room. And me and my friend, I was with my friend, and I was like, yo, like his passport was there, all of his money was there, all his clothes was there. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Like, fuck it.
Where'd you go? What'd you do with
I
it?
went to my house. Like, I dropped her off and I went
Didn't
to my
you
house.
know that he was obviously going to go to your... He probably knew where your house was, right?
Anyway, so I went home. The next, they were calling me all night, and I just put my shit on Do Not Disturb, went to sleep. The next morning, he called me, and he was FaceTiming me. He was like, yo, and he was in the car. And he was like, yo, bitch. He was like, I know you have my shit. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't have your shit. Like, Herb, like, chill out. He was like, I'm going to see you soon. I was like, no, you ain't. He was like, yeah, I am. I'm going to see you, Selena. And I was like, where you going to see me at? He was like, he flipped the camera. He's like, come outside. He was outside my house. He came to my house. Bitch,
He pointed the gun at the dog, right?
Yes. He tried to kill my dog.
He didn't try to kill it. He just scared you by pointing the gun at the dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, I swear, thank God you're here to validate this. Thank God you heard it. I was so scared, bro. I've never been that scared before in my life. I was like, holy shit, like, I'm never fucking with rappers again.
And who can forget her incident with Snoop Dogg, where she accused the West Coast icon of cheating on his wife Shantae with her during the alleged drug-fueled sexual encounter. She even shared text and nudes from this incident. But of course, Snoop denied this and went to make an announcement where he basically called her a clout chaser, but indirectly. Right after this, she had a whole thing with Lil Meech, where she wore his chain, but he's not a rapper. So I'm gonna skim over this, and I kind of just don't care. And lastly, she also said something about Trey Songz kidnapping her, but like, she's also known to be a notorious liar. So take that with a grain of salt as you may. But yeah, those are the most notorious groupies in hip hop. If you liked the video, remember to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. It's been your boy SB Cap, the Bonded Bandit, and I know it's been a while, y'all, but keep getting that bag.